Croatia, having crushed Calais, ferried her troops across the channel. She circled around London, laying waste to castle and village. Her retinue spread like orderly chaos in ranks and columns, swaying and thrashing like a tail along the cool banks of the Thames. The king had sent his lords to organize a defense against her. Duke, Marquess, Earl, Viscount and Baron alike answered the summons. Led by the Lord Protector, defender of the crown, Duke Godfrey, that lion among men who had crushed the recent French invasion. Being the pretender turned servant, I loitered around the hall. I was waiting, as I always do, to receive my daily chores, when, like a headless chicken, burst a messenger into court. In one hand he held aloft a scroll bearing tidings from the war. In the other hand he clutched a gold cross to absorb the king's rage. All eyes and ears thus fell upon that trembling rabbit of a man, as sometimes stammering, sometimes screaming, he recounted the tale. 30,000 men, infantry, archers, cavalry, as ordered, met the dread lioness at Maidenhead, but fell into her maw. Their charges met with spear walls, their volleys of arrows missed the mark, their shields snapped like twigs as her forces countered from every angle. Duke Godfrey has fallen in battle, his troops lay strewn around him. The beast's army defied the divine edict, chaos wins the day. And so the king, now red with rage, rose from his throne and responded, has the Lord on high abandoned us now? When we need him the most. Be this a test of my faith, I shall declare myself unworthy. For a God who plays his kings as pawns and so ravishes the bud is a God I cannot abide when the stakes be as high as now. Where were the feet accompanying my own as I trod my path? Where was the steady divine hand to ease the burden of the crown? Having no course of action but to watch my kingdom crumble at the paws of oblivion incarnate, I hereby abdicate. The courtiers recoiled to see his majesty cast his crown aside. The jester danced a a fool rides to damnation. Like some mad glory hound seeking recompense for a life unlived. And in his final act within the court, he ran the jester through. Then shambled into the countryside, never to be seen again. Not one voice rose up in protest as I placed the crown on my head and declared myself a loyal vassal to the whims of the